Tesetai koiti asenet nebo aliet netomagena itagatin logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV kikurena Jacqueline Arusei kitone logoiwek chotok chebo county nebo Kericho ole tesetai koiti asenet neo nebo aliet netomagena chemung'arainik ak meng'ikab siretab sosiot eng Belgut eng county nebo Kericho kosubkei ak nyasutietab maat nekoityi akobel korik mut chekimenye ak chekiyae mung'aret eng sironotok kosubkei ak meng'ichotok kotoige maat kosubkei ak gasit nekoityol eng kot agenge nekoityi konam korik alak. Yarorwech ngoindo Robert Siele.
Kong'ololjin ketishoni en oret ne inegen komwa John Cherono nekotelelchin korichoton neite mut kololyo kobek kole kotoige maatan en kot agenge kobun katyolsetab gasit ak koyaptage en chokyinet.
Koinam ai kokonam komi chito nekomenye kokoinam en gasit. Kongochutu wan kokakoliken gasit konganam kokakonam sitishek en inat kongakonam sitishek en inat kobel koyach kobel konam stimet kokangonam stimet kobel tuguchu.
Agenge en korichoton kokomiten moshinishek chebo tekset ak tiles chebo aliet nemiten barak ole mamiten kiy age tugul nekokisor.
Ikere nguni moshinishek chemi en koi ngunon ko kobo 100 150 mi tiles mi vitu ya plumbing miten kit age tugul kole koi. So malik chu komi en koi kabisa kobo aliet neo kabisa. So kisome toretet neo kabisa. Kichoben tuguk cheu kabats kou ni. Chobe tuguk chu kou chu ak kerolenen tugukab kitandok kila kitu. Kolal kobek. Kasisiek cheu chu. Komi kasisiek karibu chechang kabisa komi karibu nekit 20 lakini mesho. Ikere ngunon ile kotam ayoe kasini ngunon akochini tuguk cheu chu atoreten moriot ngunon sikotoretwon lagok chu nguni komomi kit age tugul.
Kamwa meng'ichoton koboto Nathan Salam ak Irene Rotich kole kotoretkei biikab emet komis maatan kobaten maimugak ak nekoib kasarta nekoi asikoitit komosaton karit nekimisen mastinwek nebo serikalitab county nebo Kericho.
Nokobargei ak raia kongoitu karitab maat kokibirchi karitab maat nebo Kericho county lakini kokaket konokosor biik karit nebo Finlays noton kobo Browns Plantation ko noton nekonu kotoret kosim maat nekoet kabisa en yu nekobet biik tuguk malikwak en biik chekomenye korichu korik chekochang tuguk en biik chekomeng'ishe ko biikab biashara.
Amun kichirani nebo kolal kemong'u ak kerwou kibwat kele mie kakolal ko kongeit iman kokakolal pilotit the next nekerubegei tugul ketyem kesorun maat kabisa kokiwokse kabisa baka ot nguni kokose sautinyun komotinye sautit komie amun en wakat kokiwokse kokityem kimong'un tuguk lakini mamukak amun kakonam barak maat so kouit kabisa sorunetab korik kokotyem akichek police kabisa kit nekomuche kosorwech lakini komukomukokse.
Koitu karit nemise maat ngamun ko biik chekwakomis maat lakini koitu karit let ngamun kokikany kabisa. Ndikosoru tuguk karinoni ndikosib koit kokotosoru korik lakini koichelewan koitu late hours kokakosiman kokakobek tuguk tugul.
Kasom icheget biik chetindoi maget nemie ak serikalitab emoni ak nebo county nebo Kericho kotoret icheget kowekyigei boisionik ak sobet nebo atkai tugul en boisionik chekotiengei icheget.
Koatyem abir MCAs chebo koroni tugul komamiten chi nekonam simoit mongen ngot kokonomchi biik alak. Report nekokor koitu baadaye kelenjech mamiten mwanik karitab simamoto nebo Kericho county. Mokingen any amune simomi mwanik karit. So kisome kabisa toretet serikali kotok kochalanech amun kakeumiase. Malo kolole Starehe Boys lakini kiit simamoto kora after 1 hour.
Kololyo tuguk chechang missing chemaimukak akot en ngunon koba lagok sukul amun kololyo tuguk chechang en korichuton. Ne en ngunon kesome biik wanabiashara MCAs, MPs, bichan tugul asikobit kokon toretenywan en bichuton kololyen tugukwak.
Kong'eten siretab sosiot nemiten en Belgut en county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
En kasarta nekang'et arawek tutigin asikeyai lewenisiet nemining anan by elections en komaswek cheterter kotesetai chopchinetabgei nebo nominations nebo chamaitab UDA ole kalumda chamainotok muswoknotet nelel nekiboisie en nominations ichotok.
So my name is Elijah Sawe and my colleague is James Kirwa. Okay, so within just about 2 minutes, we'll take you through how the system works. So we'll just go right into it. So remember when you go to the polling station, you'll find 2 devices, a tablet, this is the tablet, and it has a UDA tracking number. It's a UDA device. Then we also have a thermal printer. So these are the two devices that you'll find at the polling station. So when you go to the polling station, the first step is that the presiding officer will be able to open the election officially using a secure code. So this secure code will be entered by the PO. I'll just go right into opening it. Yes. So you have to put the right code for the application to open, or rather for the election to start. So once you've put the code and the election starts, you'll realize there are three things that you can see. The first thing is the place where we insert the ID number, or where we actually validate and verify the details of the voter. Then the second part is the part that gives instructions on what the voter is supposed to do. Then the other part will give you the details of the polling station. For example, this polling station is called Test PC, Test PS polling station. And as you can see, the voting yes, yeah. So we will go right into the putting the ID, but I just wanted to explain this. So as you can see, it's showing that no vote has been cast. So as you can see, voting is in progress, votes cast, 0. So we will train all your agents and yourselves to make sure that you take note of all these numbers, and all of you will be comfortable following, seeing how these votes cast grow from 0 all the way to the end, and also the status of the election. So I'll ask my colleague Kirwa to go ahead and start the voting for the first voter. So the voters come in, and when the voter comes in, we'll take the ID number, or rather the ID of the voter, input the ID number. This is the work of the PO at the polling station. So if the details are correct, it will show the details of the voter and allow voter to continue. I don't want you to verify, I want you to try and put an ID number that does not exist to them. So if you put an ID number that does not exist in that polling station, the system does not allow you to proceed and vote. So only those who are registered to vote in that polling station will be allowed by the system to vote. So we'll proceed with a voter that exists. So this is the voter. Our voter is called Sandra, test member. Verify the details against the ID. If the details of the ID match, they proceed to vote. So this is the electronic ballot paper that Sandra has been given, and at this point Sandra can proceed to vote. So please vote. So Sandra has 3 elections to go for purposes of this election, where we have 3 positions that are being contested. So on the first one for the senator, Sandra has picked this candidate. On the second one for the member of the National Assembly, Sandra has picked this candidate. And I hope you're also following. For the member of the MCA, they've picked that candidate. So after that, Sandra can be able to see that she has voted 3 out of 3, and it gives Sandra a summary of what she has voted. So the first ballot paper, Sandra ticked that Ali Badi would be the member of National Assembly. Alan Jenga Kimani is the member of County Assembly for Sandra. And finally, Pamela Muyeye Shitote is the senator. So she can go ahead, verify, then she can complete. So once she completes, it's like inserting those 3 ballot papers into the ballot box, and Sandra can now proceed. If we had very good volume here, you would feel the tablet making a noise to qualify that Sandra has completed, and Sandra can walk, step, marked as a voter that has voted, then allow the next voter to come in. So once that is done, we can just do the next demo, then we can run into the next step just for purposes of ensuring. So I want to try Sandra again. Sandra has finished voting. She's come back to try and vote again. The system, if you had, I want you to do that again. So you can feel that sound. It's a very loud sound that tells Sandra, you have voted, you cannot be allowed to vote again. and she cannot do anything on the tablet. So another voter has to come in who has not voted. So that ensures that there is no duplication. So let's have another voter who is in our voter register. Okay, so the next voter would come in. As you can see now, it is showing, Kirwa, just go back one step. So it's now showing that we have one vote that has been cast. And your agents can be able to count as we continue. And I'm sure Wycliffe will provide you with another manual paper where you can be marking the people who voted. So we can now proceed to vote for the second person. Okay, so Jason test member is our next voter. So let's proceed to vote. Verify the details. So Jason has come with the ID. The ID has been verified. The PO put in the ID number. It has allowed Jason to vote. So let's just proceed to vote quickly because we have gotten to this process. So as you vote, so you hear the voice that says she's voted. Now it's showing 2 votes has been cast. So assuming we've completed voting, now the next step is to go and confirm and the agents to sign that this election has been completed. So the PO will close the polling station, or rather close the election using a unique code, confirm, then now it allows you to view the result at the polling station. So these are the results. As you can see, it gives you the details. It tells you for every position who had what vote. So as you can see, for senator, we had 1-1. We proceed to the second one. For member of National Assembly, those are the votes. Those are the votes. So Kirwa, maybe we can now go to the next step where now we confirm the agents sign. So the agents will go in, put their names and sign. So the first person to sign is an agent called James Kirwa. Then we'll go to the next. It allows the agent to clear and resign in case of any issue. So the second agent is called who? So we can call them agent 2. Kindly we speed up kidogo. Okay, fine. So the second agent has given their name and they've proceeded to sign. So assuming you have 3 agents, then these agents can will have finalized their signing. If you have 10 agents, we've provisioned, the system has provisioned for that. So now we can proceed to confirm that result. So now this result at the polling station is the provisioned result at the polling station that has all the details, including the signatures of the agents. So the final step is to print using our thermal printer. Then once we finalize the printing, okay, maybe you can put it on the table so that you can see as the printout is coming up. So your result, and all the agents will be given a physical copy of that result. So every agent attends.
Ako mo MP nebo Bureti en county nebo Kericho, Kibet, Kimongoi, kole magateng serikalitab emoni kobun ministry nebo somanet kochaktae laktaetab rabishekab somanet, taetab rabishekab somanet eng sugulishek asikotoret eng tesetab tai nebo boisionik ak somanet eng sugulishek. Kosubkei ak Kimongoi kotakchingei eng inguni kanabtaet ak kalelitetab korikab somanet eng sugulishekab Bureti asikotoret koib walet eng somanet.
Kong'ololen Bureti kasarta nekaityakta basari koityi sugulishekab Bureti komwa MP nebo komasaton Kibet Komingoi kole tokyingei nguni kakimitet ak kanabtaetab korikab somanet en sugulishek tugul en komasaton asikinde tiles asikeib walet en somanet.
Panganet nekitindoi en all our primary schools ko kimach kemeken sure kele kakilelit, kinde tiles, kechangen roofs ak kemeken sure kele kanyor lelindo nelel siongi primary school ak sugulishek chechang en Bureti mzima. Kakebunu sugul nebo Soet, kakimiten sukul nebo Chebagal Primary School.
Kosubkei ak mbinoton komach serikalitab emoni kobun ministry nebo somanet kochakta rabisiek chekitokyin somanet en sukulishek en chokchinet asikomaimak somanet.
Kimache kityo kora kesom ministry nebo education komeken sure kele kait rabisiekab serikali sukulit age tugul asikobit konyor konetik ak biik tugul chetononjin sukulishek nafasi koyai boisiet konetwech lagokchok ak koribok lagokchok en sukul. Kimache kora kesom the ministry nebo treasury kemeken sure kele kakonech chamchinet kenyorun kikoiten kandarasisiek chebo teksosiekab sukul ango toilets ango renovations anan ko new classrooms.
Kotinygei ak nekoitelel kapkirwok boisietab musoknotet ak kokoitoetab tenders ak contract keboisien musoknotetab kasari nenat kou e-procurement komwa Komingoi kole kotkobit tilet nenin komakat keipchi kamanut contractors chebo gaa en boisionik en kokwotunwek asikonyor kelchinoik akichek.
Kikere kele procurement process nombo electronic komongin biik chok en Siongi anan ko en Bureti mising. Kimache kemeken sure kele kakiboisien biik chemiten kokwotunwek chok koyai kasisiek en sukul asikobit konyor rabisiek chemiten constituency biikab kokwotunwek tugul. So kangole kotini kakosipto en program nangobo electronic procurement akoi katil kotini kemoche en kasarito keker kele kakitiakte boisionik tugul chekotononiotin en sukul kemeken sure kele kakiprocuren all items so that the schools may be able to run and may be able to do their programs as they are planned.
Kasom sigik ak biikab emet korob eun kandoinatetab sukulishek en komosaton nebo Bureti asikotestai boisionik cheterter cheboto somanet en oret nenyolu.
Kimache ketestai kityo kesom sigik, konetik ak echek tugul biikab emet kemeken sure kele kakisupporten management chebo sukulishek ketononji sukulishek chok komie ak koribok lagokchok en sukul asikobit kotestai kasit nekararan en sukul kosiryo lagokchok ak konyor boisionik en betusiek chemiten tai. Ako kit agenge neomoche kesom ako kitononen noton kele last mile connectivity not only en Siongi lakini en kokwotinwek tugul chemotindoo sitimet en Bureti kokanyor akichek sitimet asikobit konyor lapkeiyet.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Tamke eng betutab kwang'wan kasi wikinito kabartaetab tugukab kabatisiet koboto kanetisiet netinyegei ak baetab kiagik koityi kabatik eng sukulitab barak nebo Eldoret ole kakilumda roadshow netokyingei taunetab tetutyonotok. Kosubkei ak Vice Chancellor nebo University of Eldoret Professor Thomas Cheruyot kotokyingei koratak kokanapta kabatik kotokyigei boisietab muswoknotetab kasari ole telele icheket kanaptaetab ripsetab itonwekab emet.
Another very exciting time, exciting occasion for I think agribusiness trade fair, and it's about being climate smart, looking for climate smart innovations and solutions for our country. And we want to invite everyone, all the farmers, all the stakeholders, all the sponsors to this agribusiness trade fair 2025. It will be on 11th, 12th, and 13th of this month, which is actually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thank you.
Kando yake akiwa na profesa, tukiwa na University of Eldoret Texas, wakiwa mahali pale pamoja na Singerena mwenyewe akiwa mahali pale. We also have National Bank helping as we flag off this year's event. Ikiwa hayakuja, haya is the flag. Let us clap for the Vice Chancellor as he flags off the event. That is an indication kwamba the agribusiness trade fair is officially open and ready to go. In the air, we have the
Kangotestai kokimit Governor nebo county nebo Kericho Patrick Ole Ntutu kole tesetai serikalitab county notok ak tetutik chebo kowek mbarenik chekikakoreb biik chebo serikalitab county notok. Kosubkei ak Ntutu kebendi keipchin icheket kakwautik kotinygei ak ng'atutikab emet.
Na niwaon wale wengine ambayo nasikia wameanza kuwa wanataka kuchukua shamba ambayo ni community. Tunakuja tayari tumepata pesa kidogo ambayo tunataka kufanya planning hapa kwa hii na Regiangari yetu. Na zile shamba zote, kama unajua wewe umechukua shamba ambayo ni public utility, let me tell you, mimi nitakuja kufence hiyo shamba na nichukue na nguvu na nitatumia nguvu yote ile ambayo mimi niko naye ambayo wananchi wamenipea. Na hamwezi kututisha hapa ati wewe uko na wapi title yako, na kulingana na ile ramali ambayo tuko naye ni kwamba imeandikwa public utility. Hiyo hatuwezi sikizana na nyinyi. Na kama wewe ni bwenyenye na umekula pesa ya watu, rudisha pesa ya watu kabla hujapatikana. Hii lab, wakati nilikuja hapa wanafunzi waliniambia hawana pahali ambapo wanafanyia practicals. Ndiposa tulipoamua ya kwamba tutajenga hii twin lab. Nimesikia mwalimu mkuu, ndugu yangu na pia chairperson wameniambia hii lab itakuwa bure kama hatujakuwa na equipment. Nataka kuhakikishia nyinyi by next week around Monday mkuje ofisi kama kamati twende tutafute hii equipment ambayo umeniambia ina cost 1.779 1.7. Hiyo sisi tutanunua ili vijana wetu waweze kuingia kuanza kazi. Hatuwezi jenga nyumba na tuache bila kuweka zile vifaa ambazo zinatakikana. Ni kwamba wasasi wetu nataka kuwaongelesha. Hatuwezi jenga institution kama hii na hakuna watoto. Tunaomba sasa tuko na facilities. Tafadhalini mlete watoto wale wetu ambao hawajafika kwenda secondary ama wale ambao hawajafika kwenda colleges. Tunataka watoto wakuje hapa waendelee wasome hapa na tusaidiane. Basari, tulikuwa tumesema ya kwamba kila mtoto ambaye anaingia hapa tunalipa 15,000.
Chitab kalenjin kakituk chotok kaimetab logoiwek chebo emet chekakimuch keibun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kongoi missing akobo boroindo nekaikonech iker logoiwekab emet. Kikurenon Jacqueline Arusei ak amagun kit age tugul nemie.